They say some urban legends are just stories, whispers in the dark meant to scare you. But this one feels different. In Japan, there's a legend so terrifying that people refuse to walk alone at night. They call her Teke Teke, a vengeful spirit who roams the streets with her upper body dragging across the pavement. Her presence is marked by the chilling sound of her hands scraping the ground. Tek, tek, tek. Some say she's nothing more than folklore, but others, they claim to have seen her. Some say they barely escaped with their lives, while others, well, they were never seen again. One night in 2004, a student claimed he saw a figure crawling toward him from the shadows. At first, he thought it was someone injured, until he noticed her twisted grin and lifeless eyes staring back at him. The last thing he remembered was that sickening scraping sound. Tek, tek. Before everything went black. He woke up the next morning with deep scratches across his chest, but no memory of how he survived. Who was Teke Teke before she became this twisted spirit? Why does she haunt those unlucky enough to cross her path? And most importantly, is there any way to survive an encounter with her? Stay with me, because once you hear her story, you may never feel safe walking alone again. The story of Teke Teke begins decades ago. With a tragedy so horrifying it continues to haunt Japan to this day. They say she was once a young schoolgirl, quiet, reserved, the kind of person no one really noticed. Her name, forgotten by time, but her fate, unforgettable. One cold evening as the sun dipped below the horizon, she was walking home alone. The air was heavy, the streets unusually empty. She took a shortcut, a path that crossed a railway track. Some say she was lost in thought, others believe she never heard the train approaching. What happened next was brutal. The screech of metal, the deafening roar of the train, and then, silence. Her body was severed at the waist, yet somehow, she didn't die immediately. Some claim her upper body dragged itself along the tracks, her blood painting the gravel crimson, as she tried desperately to reach help. They say she clawed her way nearly 20 feet before her strength gave out. Her fingers were raw, her face twisted in agony. But no one came. She bled out alone in the cold night, her life slipping away with each fading breath. That's where the legend begins. They say her rage and pain were so intense that her spirit couldn't rest. Instead she returned, twisted and vengeful. Now they say she crawls through the streets at night, her torso dragging behind her. Her eyes are hollow yet burning with hatred. Her mouth, once soft and timid, is now a wicked, unnatural grin that stretches ear to ear. Some believe she's grinning because she enjoys the hunt. Others say she's smiling because she knows how it ends. Those who hear the sound of her hands scraping the pavement, tek, 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 are marked for death, and her methods are brutal. Witnesses claim she carries something sharp, a sickle, a shard of glass, even a rusted scythe. If she finds you, she won't just take your life, she'll cut you in half just like her. But why? What fuels her vengeance? Some say she despises anyone who walks alone at night, a cruel reminder of her final moments. Others believe she's searching endlessly for the people who ignored her cries for help that night. There's even a rumor that she preys on those who fail to show empathy, targeting those who turn away from someone in distress. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain. If you hear that sound behind you, take, you'd better run, because once she's chosen you, there's no escape. For years, people dismissed Teke Teke as nothing more than a myth, a ghost story meant to scare children. But those who have encountered her know the truth. Teke Teke is real. She isn't a restless spirit searching for peace, she is a predator, and she hunts. Her victims? Anyone who walks alone at night. Some say she stalks those who ignore a cry for help. Others believe she targets people who are careless, those who never look behind them. Her methods are cruel. She doesn't just take life. She takes it the way hers was taken, violently, mercilessly. Witnesses say she moves faster than anything humanly possible. One moment she's crawling in the distance, the next, she's right behind you. And if she catches you, she'll make sure you die just like she did. But some say there is a way to escape her, if you act fast enough. Legend says that if you meet her gaze, you only have seconds to save yourself. If you answer her question correctly, she might let you live. If she asks, "Where are my legs?" you must respond with the only right answer, "At the railway crossing." Get it wrong, and she will carve you in half. But even those who survive say they are never truly free. They still hear her at night, the sound of something dragging itself closer. Teke, teke, tek. For years, Teke Teke was just a whispered legend, a ghost story meant to scare children. But in 2004, everything changed. A student named Hiroshi claimed he had survived an encounter with Teke Teke. That night, Hiroshi was walking home alone, taking a shortcut through a dimly lit alley. Then, he heard it. A slow, scraping sound behind him. He turned. Nothing was there. But the air felt heavy. He kept walking. The sound returned, faster this time. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Then from the darkness she appeared. Her pale face twisted into a grotesque grin, locked eyes with him. Teke, Teke, Teke. Hiroshi ran, but the sound only got closer. He swore he felt cold fingers graze the back of his neck. Then, suddenly, silence. When he got home, he locked his door, gasping for breath. Hours later, he removed his shirt and froze. Near his door lay a crumpled piece of paper. 4 words, scrawled in red ink. Next time, you're mine. For weeks, Hiroshi barely spoke. He refused to go out at night, but sometimes, he could still hear it. The scraping sound starts faint but grows louder. Some say Hiroshi was lucky. Teke Teke doesn't usually leave survivors. But others believe she let him live on purpose, as a warning. Because once she's chosen you, you're already dead. Legends like Teke Teke survive for a reason. They feed on our deepest fears. But in recent years, chilling reports suggest she may be more than just a story. In 2011, a taxi driver in Nagoya picked up a woman near an abandoned railway crossing. She wore a white blouse, her hair covering most of her face. She asked to be dropped off near a quiet street on the outskirts of town. Moments after she stepped out of the car, the driver glanced in his rearview mirror and froze. The woman wasn't walking, she was crawling. Her torso dragged behind her, her nails scraping against the pavement. Her twisted grin widened as she turned her head toward him. Panicked, the driver sped away. But when he reached a gas station, he noticed something terrifying. Streaks of red smeared across the back of his car, as if bloody hands had scraped along the surface. In 2018, a group of teenagers near a train station in Sapporo claimed they saw something crawling across the platform late at night. At first they thought it was someone injured, until the figure moved unnaturally fast. The boys ran, but one swears he heard a faint whisper behind him. Local authorities dismissed both incidents, but rumors spread quickly. In nearly all sightings, one disturbing pattern keeps emerging. Victims claim to feel a sudden drop in temperature moments before she appears. Others report a foul, metallic scent lingering in the air like rusted iron. Some say their phones glitch or shut down entirely just before she arrives. And the most disturbing detail, those who see her often disappear within days, or worse, they are later found. Is Teke Teke still roaming Japan's streets, waiting for her next victim? Or are these just stories, fear twisting reality into something darker? One thing is for sure, if you ever hear a faint scraping sound behind you, don't stop, don't look back. And whatever you do, don't let her catch you. Legends like Teke Teke survive for a reason. They feed on our deepest fears, the fear of being watched, the fear of being chased, the fear that no matter how fast you run, something will always be right behind you. But what makes Teke Teke different, what makes her so unforgettable, is her cruelty. She doesn't just haunt, she hunts. Some say Teke Teke doesn't strike at random. Her victims share a pattern. Those who walk alone at night, those who ignore a cry for help, those who leave others behind, as if she's exacting her revenge, one life at a time. There's even a rumor that speaking her name invites her presence, that by hearing her story, you've already drawn her attention. In 2016, a Tokyo journalist researching the legend vanished under bizarre circumstances. Weeks before his disappearance, he told friends he had been hearing a faint scraping sound outside his apartment at night. Police found his notebook near a blood-stained window. The final page contained just one word, written over and over again. Whether Teke Teke is real or just a twisted cautionary tale, her story continues to haunt Japan. Some believe she's a restless spirit still seeking revenge. Others say she's something far worse, an embodiment of rage and suffering that refuses to die. But the most terrifying thought, what if Teke Teke isn't bound to Japan at all? What if her curse follows anyone who dares to speak her name, anyone who hears her story? So, if you're lying in bed tonight, and hear a faint sound outside your window, if you catch the soft scraping of something dragging itself across the pavement, don't open the curtains, don't look outside, and whatever you do, don't answer if you hear her whisper your name, because once she's chosen you, it's already too late. Stay safe, and remember, If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying tales, because some legends never die.